All right, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Big Mike. Today we are talking about ACT Week 3. That's Acceptance Commitment Therapy. Week 3 is using mindfulness to be present in the moment. Present in the moment. Little background on me: master's degree in forensic psychology. Currently a mental health professional in the state of Washington. Currently working on my doctorate right now. But I just want to, kind of offer some of this information to the community, to people that kind of follow the channel. It's a new channel right now, just kind of getting started. But I want to put out some good information that's backed by scholars and not just people's opinion and that type of thing. So everything I have is evidence-based on the backs of scholars around the globe. This isn't just my perspective, my lens, or my opinion. This is evidence-based. I currently work in a private practice, seeing folks in a marriage and family therapy setting, also as individual mental health counseling. I'm a nationally accredited substance use addictions counselor through NADAC. I have developed inpatient, outpatient treatment facilities for co-occurring disorders. Folks experiencing comorbidity with health issues, addictions, and serious mental illness. My background is working with people inside of evaluation and treatment facilities, people who are currently involved in some sort of cognitive psychotic process, schizoaffective, schizophrenia, that type of thing. I've dealt with everything from, the garden variety, anxiety, depression, to some of our serious mental illnesses. So this week, week 3, please make sure you comment, subscribe. If you got a question, list it below. I may not know the answers. I've been in the field since 2011. It's about 12 years now, 13 years, something like that. But I don't know everything. As a therapist, I'm constantly working. Like I said, I'm working on my doctorate right now. But I'm a master's level mental health professional, therapist in the state of Washington. So right now we want to talk about mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So it's like a kind awareness about ourself, right? This is to teach the client, right? This is about ourself, right? Like, what's going on with me? Am I depressed? Am I angry? Am I excited? Like, whatever it is, be kind when you're thinking about yourself, right? Don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes people can use being hard on yourself as what we call cognitive dissonance in the field, right? Where you create something that's ugly, or in your mind where, if you think about smoking and it's actually burning up your insides or your kidneys or your livers, or, when you think about your organs, imagine lighting them on fire, right? However that makes you feel, that's cognitive dissonance. If you need more on that, look it up. I may do a video later. If you want a video on that, drop a comment below and your boy will get back to you. But this is the definition of mindfulness is that I like to use, is although there are many out there. Mindfulness is simply about being present in the moment in a way that is open, curious, and kind. This is a skill we will be building on, focusing on this week. In ACT, there are mindfulness skills inherent to several of the other core processes, two which is diffusion and acceptance. We already covered that. Go look back on week 1 and week 2. If you've been practicing these strategies and exercises, so far you've already been practicing mindfulness. Surprise, right? So get the book. There is a book that goes along with this. The book is called, let me go back and look here. ACT. You can just get the ACT piece. There's another sub form. I can't find it here in my. Hold on one second here. I don't want to leave you without any information. Why can't I remember the name of the book? Reclaim Your Life Workbook by Carissa Gustafson. She has a psychiatry degree at PSYD is her credential. Carissa, Carissa Gustafson, Gustafson. That's what it's called, Reclaiming Your Life. And it's a workbook. But to get back to the point, if you already got the book, you already been thinking about it. So clearing up some misconceptions. Mindfulness is not a religion. A lot of people think it's some sort of religion or a relaxation technique. The purpose of mindfulness is not to change your experience in any way, is to learn to be open and present with whatever is here in the moment, even if it's difficult, right? So if you're experiencing trauma, you've experienced trauma in your past, some sort of sexual abuse, some sort of sexual assault, and it's stuck and you continue to be triggered by it, right? That's trauma. You want to be mindful that, hey, I can't get rid of it. I can't take it out of my brain and throw it away. But what I can do is be mindful that it happened and accept the way you feel about it. You don't have to accept it, but accept the way you feel about it. Be kind to yourself for feeling it. Don't think negative about yourself. Don't think, oh, I'm going to be a horrible person after this. It was my fault. Don't think those things. Somebody did something wrong to you, right? And so what you want to do is recognize that somebody else did something wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault. So be mindful, be present, be kind and open to yourself and say, hey, this is just something I have to work through. That's acceptance, commitment to do the work. And this is the therapy, right? The talk therapy piece that goes with it. And you can look more up on any of these things, right? If you take a topic or something I'm talking about, boom, go to YouTube, look it up, figure it out. I can't do all the work with you, but I definitely can lead you to water. I can't make you drink, right? Therapy is a work that must be done on yourself. Mindfulness is not just a quick fix. Mindfulness is not about clearing your mind. I'm sorry to break it to you, but your mind, it never shuts off, right? If it did, you'd be dead, right? So do the work, constantly do the work, and kind of work through this. The concept of non-judgment is also misunderstood. Practicing non-judgment doesn't mean that you won't have reactions to things, right? You're a human being, right? You're going to have reactions. It simply means holding your judgments lightly or observing them as though from a distance, right? Like it's okay for me to have this feeling, right? Take this feeling, put it out here. That's called externalizing, right? Externalize the feeling. Don't let it be an externalized existential crisis. You don't have to be in crisis because you have a feeling or you have something that you're dealing with, right? And that's the part of accepting it. Accept it, but you still are committed to do the work to get past it. Why is it so hard to live in the present? Most of us spend our lives caught up in plans, expectations, and ambitions for the future, in regrets, in guilt or shame about the past. To go into the present is to stop the war. To go into the present is to stop the war from the past. What is formal mindfulness? Formal mindfulness is when you take time out of your day to engage in a practice such as a body scan, right? Mindfulness of breath. Like, is my breathing going rapid right now? Am I having rapid thoughts, rapid heart race? Is my heart racing? Right? Be mindful. Like, okay, I can get myself out of this, right? That's you being mindful of the present, right? You can get yourself out of a panic attack, out of anxious distress, out of the thought of worrying, right? Those racing thoughts. Epigenetics researchers have studied that methylation is a form of shutting off the gene and turning it on, right? You can do that mindfully, right? Look that up. Epigenetics, methylation. Formal mindfulness is when you take time out of your day to engage in practice such as a body scan, mindfulness of breath, or some other strategies that are in the workbook. Get the workbook. What is informal mindfulness? Informal mindfulness is when you bring the same kind of awareness to a regular activity. For example, you can be mindful when you brush your teeth. You can be mindful when you watch a show and when you prepare to eat a meal. So that's it on my little quick PowerPoint, man. But this is a PowerPoint by Marissa Gustafson, who is a doctor in this with experience in this, and ACT is on the backs of scholars. The PowerPoint I just walked you through is utilized around the globe and helps people with sexual trauma, anxiety, depression, anxious distress, those types of things, or just relaxing, right? So just pay attention to being mindful of your present. Do the work. The work is yours. You have to own the work. You can't own what happened to you, but you can accept it and you can move on. You can forgive yourself. You can forgive others. So don't be so hard on yourself, but just do the work. And remember, good thing comes to those who do the work.